Alrighty, let's start then. First of all, there's cupcakes. You guys are welcome to get some. There's plenty. You can get more than one if you want. I don't know if that's what that box is open. You can open it up. I see some people are already eating it. There's also little goodies on the table too. Grab those as well. Alrighty, today's gonna be fun. We're going to talk about self-care and loving ourselves, because who needs other people, right, on Valentine's Day? We already spent so much time loving them and like giving them chocolates and roses and I don't know what else. So it's time for ourselves, right? Okay. Let's see. This thing on. Alrighty. First of all, I want to put this up here real quick because this is a typical response from people sometimes. It's like, oh, okay, you, and it's like, oh, you should focus on yourself, and then it's like, no, that would be selfish, right? Or sometimes you're like, okay, I'm doing this for me, and then other people are like, wow, you conceded. But no, like, that's important to focus on yourself. I mean, if you don't focus on yourself, what are you going to have to give to others, right? So that's what basically this meeting is about. We're going to go over how to practice self-care and how to love yourself. Even if you love yourself already, it's okay. There's not too much love that you can give yourself. So you can love yourself a little bit more after this. Oh, by the way, I have worksheets on the table. You can do them whenever you want. You can do them as we go. You can do them at home. It's just something fun, like a fun list of things that you could do to help yourself. And yeah, it's also kind of like thought-provoking too. Like when I did it, I was like, oh snaps, like I never thought about that, or I never realized that I don't do that for myself. So yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll start with physical self-care. One of the things that we can do to practice self-care physically is eat regularly and healthy. I know in college sometimes you skip meals or you just do things back to back to back like I do, and then you don't leave like a little lunch break. So you can see what I do. I carry a bunch of snacks in my bag. My bag is like a fridge. So I carry a bunch of granola bars and fruits and stuff like that, so that during class, if I don't have time, I eat. So I don't like skipping meals because that's unhealthy. Exercise. It doesn't have to be boring. It could be something fun. You could dance, you can swim, you could play a sport. I like doing Pilates because I like challenges. A lot of people don't though, so don't do Pilates if you're not that kind of person. Boxing, I don't know, you name it. Exercise is good for the body. If you want to do a lot of stuff in your day, you obviously need energy to do that. So it's a good way to get energy. Get medical care when needed. I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of person that will fall, break my wrist, and I'm like, it's okay, I'm good, I don't need it, and then it heals terribly like this. True story, by the way. I fell down a mountain, and I like messed up my wrist, and I still haven't gone to go check it out. So don't be me. Go check it out before it heals like this.
You know what we're going after, right?
But yeah, because then it heals wrong, and yeah, that's not healthy, guys. Take time off when needed. This is definitely something I personally struggle with too. Sometimes you get so caught up in doing all these things for like, I don't know, site club or school or even family for other people that you forget about taking time off. Just taking a day and Netflix and chilling with yourself. Get massages. I've actually never gotten a professional massage. Have you?
I went yesterday.
You went yesterday? That is so cool. There's one, I forgot what it is. It's like with like snake venom or something like on your face, and it's supposed to like clean your pores. I don't know. I'm down for something weird like that. But get massages, get all that tension out. That's a good way to relieve stress.
Yeah.
Get enough sleep. That's another thing we deny as a college student sometimes. We don't get enough sleep. I'm actually pretty good at that one. I'm always constantly reminding my boyfriend, because he's not very good at it. I'm like, 8 hours of sleep. He gets annoyed, but it's important. So yeah, get enough sleep. Wear clothes that you like. Everyone is different with their styles, and you shouldn't be told what to wear, what not to wear. You wear what you like, and you always feel more confident that way. What are you guys talking about? Take vacations. They could even be mini ones. It could be a day where you just take the train to nowhere and just have an adventure. It's super relaxing. It also helps you get to know other cultures and kind of get out of your comfort zone and all that stuff. Make time away from telephones. I feel like I need this one constantly sometimes because the telephone is like my main stress sometimes. It's like people constantly trying to contact you and emails and stuff like that, and sometimes it's not healthy. So, I don't know, maybe take like a time, this is like helping me right now too, thinking of what I should do. I don't know, maybe take a time during the week, like pick a day and a time, and during that time, no one bug me, like I'm away from the telephone. Okay, and that's it for physical self-care. Psychological self-care. I love that picture, it's so cute. Make time for self-reflection, like this kitty right there. Reflect on who you are as a person, like maybe your needs, your feelings, live in the moment type of a thing. Write in a journal. I actually used to have a journal, but I couldn't keep up with it, so I stopped. But it was super beneficial. Right now I actually have a blog, and whenever I do have like one of those super stressful days, that's when I'm like, pop up my computer, a good blog story, like, and I write it, and then after I write it, it's so like, it's such a stress reliever, like kind of just putting it out there and writing it, and then just kind of like, okay, I'm done with that, push it to the side. Read literature that is unrelated to school or work. Sometimes we get involved with like research or stuff like that, and we have to read stuff on it, but we don't really like it. Or sometimes we just get too involved with it and we forget to read just like weird stuff about, I don't know, how to buy the best cupcakes or something. Like, it's totally fine to go on Pinterest and read on something that you want to read besides school and work. Do something at which you are not expert or in charge. This one, I kind of struggle with at times. I tend to want to be the leader in things because I want it to look good on my resume, or because I always push myself to that limit, because my father's always pushed me to that limit, you know, be the best, whatever you're in, like, be the best, like, be on top, stuff like that. But sometimes it's okay to just be, you know, like a member or someone that just attends. You know, you don't always have to be on top, and you can enjoy whatever you're involved with, you know, at another stage. Decrease stress in your life. Well, that one's kind of general, I guess. But a good way to do this is maybe removing negative stuff in your life, maybe negative people who are constantly, you know, saying negative things, or like the phone, stuff like that. That one's kind of general, but. Let others know different aspects of you. Like, say for instance, me, I'm not just, you know, psych club president. I'm also, you know, a total nerd. I love Star Wars. I like, don't boo me. I like to mess with people. Like, there's other aspects of your life that other people can get to know. It's not all about, you know, what type of student you are, what position you are. There's a lot more to you than just that. Let's see, where are we? Practice receiving from others. That one I struggle with too. It's okay to receive a cupcake from another person. It's okay to receive help from another person. You know, every person needs that help in life. No one can do it alone. So if anyone offers you, or if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for that help. Say no to extra responsibility sometimes. We all have a certain energy level where you can't say yes to everything. You know, sometimes you're taking 311 this quarter. So if you're taking 311 this quarter and someone's like, hey, I'm working on this project, want to help? It's okay to say no. It's not, you're not being selfish. It's not like you're missing on an opportunity. It's you're taking care of yourself first, so you have energy to put full 100% on other things. Okay, emotional self-care. I love that picture, it's so cute. You guys have no idea how long I took to find pictures for these slides, by the way. I was like, no, it has to be the perfect picture. Okay, stay in contact with important people in your life. Sometimes we get so carried away in school or with work or research or whatever it is that we're involved with that we forget to call our mother, or we forget to call our grandma or our boyfriend or whoever. So those important people that actually matter in your life and stuff like that, make sure to spend time with them and keep, spend time with them. Don't forget about them. Give them a phone call. I don't know, send them a letter, the old-fashioned, I don't know. Praise and love yourself. It's okay to praise and love yourself. It's not conceited, it's not cocky. Sometimes you finish a project that took a long time, and it's okay to be like, damn, like, good job, Susie. Like, shoot. Cross that off the list. I deserve a massage, like, stuff like that. Reread favorite books or review favorite movies. There's just those movies that you have to watch again, and it's totally okay. Me and my sister always battle on this. It's like sometimes I want to watch a movie that we've already watched, and she's like, we already watched it, and I'm like, well, I like that movie. It's okay. We can watch it again. But yeah, so rewatch Star Wars. Reread those books. Okay. Identify comforting activities, objects, people, relationships, places, and seek them out. Like this doggy, his favorite toy makes him smile. So if you have that one thing that makes you smile, makes you feel good, it's okay to seek it out, especially when you're stressed out or stuff like that. So say if, I don't know, say if you have this certain spot on campus that you like to go, you could go and seek out that place whenever you have a break or something like that. Okay, allow yourself to cry. It's okay to cry, even if you're a guy. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry, Pablo. You're the only guy in here, so I have to pick on you. It's okay to cry. Everyone does it. Everyone sometimes reaches that point where you had to cry, and then after you cry, you're like, damn, I feel a lot better. Find things that make you laugh. That one's self-explanatory. Go on Pinterest, look up funny, put humor, put psych jokes. I know, I'm a nerd. I look that up. They crack me up all the time. Find things that make you laugh and kind of get you out of that work zone mentality. Express your outrage in social action, letters and donations, marches, protests. Has anyone been in a march or a protest? Especially lately. Yeah? It's fun. It's fun to express yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Express what you believe. And it just feels good. Spiritual self-care. I love this photo too. And it's such a perfect example of this too. Spend time with nature. Don't laugh on my picture. Spend time with nature. That's something that I really love about this school. There's trees everywhere and grass. I hate the city. I don't know about you guys, but I love nature. Go sit under a tree and read a book. Breathe fresh air. Get away from this pollution. And just spend time with nature. Walk around the beach. Find a spiritual connection or community. And this doesn't have to be religious. It could just be a community like Side Club, where you enjoy the people in there and you have fun and stuff like that. Be open to inspiration. Be open to other people's ideas. You never know if they might inspire you to do something. Cherish your optimism and hope. It's funny because in my family, they think I'm too positive sometimes, like I'm Miss Sunshine, and my sister's super negative, so sometimes we clash that way, and she's like, what the heck, like, you always gotta see the good in everything. I'm like, well, what's so bad about that? Like, be optimistic, see the glass half full, not half empty. Or you could drink it and solve the problem. But, be aware of non-materialistic aspects of your life. So forget about your phone, forget about your cool new car, your new house you bought. Sometimes the things that have most meaning are people or feelings or memories. So be aware of those things and kind of treasure that you have those things in your life. Be open to not knowing. I struggle with this one. I'm a very logical person, so if someone tells me something, I'm like, prove it, and they can't prove it to me, I'm like, well, no. And sometimes it's okay to not know. Like, it's okay to not know the answer. Some things are not meant to be known. So don't stress on that. Identify what is meaningful to you and notice its place in your life. Sometimes, like maybe, say for instance, there's a person in your life that you find very meaningful, but you don't really have them to the top of your list at times. Maybe school comes above that, or work, or you get caught up with a project or something, and you forget to treasure that one meaningful thing in your life. So, you know, kind of identify that thing and figure out if you are putting importance or time to that meaningful thing in your life, or if you're just kind of pushing it to the side because of other things. Meditate, pray, sing. I always sing in the car. If you guys drive past me, you guys will probably see me like this.
Yes.
And I really, wait, have you seen me? Oh, my crap. I really do though. I like go. I go all out. I don't even care who's watching me. I'm like, especially if it's rock, it's really funny to watch me sing in the car. Pray if you're religious, meditate. Yoga is super relaxing. Has anyone tried yoga in here? Yeah? Yeah, it's fun. A lot of guys are like, no, it's for girls, but it's so relaxing. Have experiences of awe. Don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone and kind of just go on an adventure or do something that's super cool. Like say, for example, I'm terrified of heights, right? Like literally, roller coasters, when it's like tick, 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 I bite people. Like, no joke. Yeah, literally. So don't sit me next to a stranger because that's trouble right there. And I had this opportunity to zip line through a rainforest. And I was like, shoot, like, I don't know, like, it looks really cool, but I'm afraid. But I did it, and it was the most amazing experience in my life. I had a moment of awe. And it was super relaxing, and I'd totally do it again. It was like 9 sections, of course, like the first 3 sections, I was like, ah! Like crying. But then after that, I was like, okay, I can trust the string. And it was really fun. Contribute to causes in which you believe. It's kind of like the protest one. It's okay to voice your opinion on matters and support things that you truly believe. Everyone has their own beliefs. If you believe in, I don't know, raising rabbits, I don't know how I came up with that, but if you believe in something, you know, go and make donations or do something for it. It's okay. Read inspirational literatures, talks, music, etc. Something like this, or TED Talks. I love TED Talks. Sometimes when I just like need inspiration or something, I'm like, TED Talks, like decrease stress, or like stuff like that. You could find some really cool stuff on there. Yeah. Workplace or professional self-care. I'm telling you guys, I spent so much time on these pictures. Take a break during the work day. Sometimes we, like I said before, we schedule things back to back to back, and we forget to put lunch in there, and you're just kind of running all day long. I actually made the mistake of doing this quarter on Fridays. I'm busy from like 8 a.m. till 3:30, like nonstop, and there's no lunch in between, and that's not really healthy. Don't forget about lunch. Sometimes we kind of see lunch or break kind of like, oh no, like I could squeeze something in there, but that's important. Like don't forget, oh no, that's my break time. 15 minutes of break, or the time I'm gonna take to eat lunch, or stuff like that. Take time to chat with coworkers. I know side club isn't really like a job, but I feel like it is. So I like to take time, after meetings or before meetings to just talk to the officers. We have interesting conversations, and sometimes it's a stress reliever, just kind of like talking about things that are not related to work, to side club, stuff like that. Identify projects or tasks that are exciting and rewarding. That one's kind of self-explanatory. Do stuff that you like to do, and you'll put more effort into it and passion into it. Set limits with your clients and colleagues. That one's kind of self-explanatory too. I guess don't let them, use you more than what they should be. Did I word that right? But basically set your limits. Don't degrade yourself as a human being. You have limits, stuff like that. Balance your caseload so that no one day or part of a day is too much. It's the same thing as I said, like don't forget putting a lunch break in between things, and you're not like running from one thing to the next thing. Like I said, I'm terrible with that. Like you will see me, I've already been conditioned to run to everything that I have to go to, even though I'm not running late. It's gotten that bad. So don't do that. Arrange your workspace so it's comfortable and comforting. Does anyone in here do like their homework on a desk? Yeah? Okay. Who does it like on a couch? A couch? Okay. Who does it like on their bed? Bed? Okay. And that's okay. We're all different, and that's how comfortable we are. It's funny because I have my room, I have a desk in my room. But I never do my homework on my desk because I feel more comfortable doing it on the couch. I'm used to that. And then it's the same thing with my dad. My dad has a desk, and he does his work on the desk. And then he tried doing it on the couch one time, and he can't. Like, he's more comfortable at his desk. And that's totally okay. And it's funny because my dad will be like, well, why the heck do you have a desk? That's where you're supposed to do homework. And it's like, no, I don't feel comfortable there. I'm not going to do my homework there. I'm going to do my homework on the couch. That's my desk. And that's totally okay. Negotiate for your needs. So say if at work you're not getting paid enough, ask for a raise. You deserve that. You deserve to be paid for your efforts and stuff like that. Have a peer support group. Sometimes you just need a group of people to talk to support you, support your ideas and stuff like that. In the end of everything, all we have to do is strive for balance when it comes to self-care. So make sure to balance your work, school, your me time, your relationships, your family, and as long as you have a balance with everything, that's practicing self-care. And definitely don't forget about yourself. Lay down on the couch and listen to music like her. If it's rock music, then you probably won't look that peaceful, but don't forget about yourself, don't forget about people in your life, and don't forget about your work. Strive for balance. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys. Don't forget to take time to chill. I'm obsessed with sloths right now, so I had to put this in there. Ever since I went to Costa Rica, I'm just obsessed with sloths. And speaking of Costa Rica, next meeting we're going to be bringing the study abroad program to talk about why, or like what is study abroad, why should you study abroad, and stuff like that. And I'm also going to be talking about my own experiences that I had while studying abroad. So make sure to come to that. Also, we are going to have a social event this Saturday. We're going to hike to Heart Rock, something like that, right? There was an email sent out this morning. So go, de-stress, go and have time with nature and yourself and exercise It's like killing like a bunch of stones, a bunch of things with one stone. I don't know how to say that. You guys get the point. But go have some fun. I won't be there, but a lot of the officers will. And yeah, thank you guys. There's cupcakes. You guys can work on your worksheets. What time is it? 30. I have sheets if you guys want to color. But all right, we could all talk about stuff now, I guess. There's sheets. Get more cupcakes. There's a whole bunch of cupcakes here, guys.